చూసేవారు మీరు చూసేవారు గుర్తుందా? చదువు పాప అయినప్పుడు గుర్తుందా?
గుర్తులేదు.
పల్లీలే
Okay, good morning, dear students. Before going to today's lecture, so what we covered in earlier class, just we will remind that. So that is brakes and dynamometers. Brake. So simply to define that, brake means okay, it is a device. It will generates the artificial frictional resistance to applying of the moving a machine member. So, or in order to retard or stop the motion of the machine. So it is also calling as brake. And what are the following factors it follows? Okay, so already we said that. And simply to take that, types of brakes. So those are the hydraulic brakes and electric brakes and mechanical brakes. So our syllabus point of view only cover the mechanical brakes. So mechanical brakes again classified two types: radial type and axial type. Radial is also having the radial point of view, block or shoe brakes, or band brakes. Block or shoe brakes and band brakes. And axial point of view, disc brakes and cone brakes. So those are the brakes are those are the brakes are there. So now already we have learned in earlier class, that is our block or shoe brakes point of view. So block or shoe brake point of view, it is also two types are there again. So that is the single shoe brake and double shoe brakes. So that is the how we get the our frictional torque value. Frictional torque value and the force value. Those are already seen in earlier classes. So just all of you observe that. So it is also simple when we make the derivation part. Why? Because so when we are when you will draw the perfect diagram and how many forces are acting on the diagram, then simply to take the equilibrium conditions and to find out the unknown values here. So that is already known. It is the known procedure. So that's why I said to you it is easy. So all of you observe that in our single shoe brake point of view, the braking torque. So the braking torque value is there. That is the TB equals to mu into FLR by A plus mu C. And in this, that may also follows the two types of conditions. Those are the when the drum is rotating clockwise or when the drum is rotating anti-clockwise. So we generally we may take that the drum is rotating clockwise. Then what is the value for braking torque? So that is the mu FLR by A plus mu C. And similarly, to write the braking torque when the drum is rotating anti-clockwise. So that is the value is there, mu into FLR by A minus mu C. That is the smallest difference between that. And the double shoe brake point of view already have calculated the value. That is the TB equals to mu R into Rn1 plus Rn2. So that is the value is there. And band breaks point of view, band break. So all of you observe that band break point of view, it is also okay. The breaking torque value is also there. F into A by B into 1 minus 1 by e power mu theta into R. When the drum is okay here, when the drum is rotating clockwise, okay, when the drum is rotating clockwise direction, then the breaking torque value is Fa by B into 1 minus 1 by e power mu theta into R. Or while the second case is there, that is the when the drum is rotating anti-clockwise direction. Already I said that this is the TB equals to F into okay A by B into 1 by e power mu 1 by e power mu theta minus 1 into R. That is the smallest amendment is there. Okay, when you take the second condition point of view. So here, next one, today's one, that is the differential band breaks. Just have a number of derivations are here belongs to the brakes and okay dynamometers. But the thing is, so when we observe the particular diagram, so just we will observe the diagram and how many forces are there and how long, okay, from the one point to another point, okay, distance point of view. So how much of distance is followed to the particular force from the pivot point, okay, or the fixed point. So just you will observe the particular those things. Just you will observe the particular things. Just you will observe that. So here is also when the drum is rotating clockwise direction and when the drum is rotating clockwise. And now we are also see the only okay clockwise direction rotation. So all of you observe that. So here the differential band break point of view, all of you observe that it is also similar to the earlier one. Okay, the smallest element is what the just you will observe that. So lever is having okay some things. The lever will have the bent section. Okay, some bending section. So that is there, and the pivot will be also at the our O is there. Okay, additionally to added with that in this derivation part. So just you will observe that the ends of the band are joined to the lever DOB. Okay, sorry, DOB at the points of D and A. Just all of you observe that. Okay, the band are joined to the levers of the D, capital D, O up to our B. Okay, at the points of D and A. So that is the okay. We will arranging the particular band. Okay, and here the lever is also having with the bending or curved shape. So two types of positions also there when it is rotating clockwise and when it is rotating anti-clockwise. And the thing is force when we are applying the braking. Okay, when we are applying the force, so the force is also follows with the okay distance from the fulcrum. That is the A is there, and tensions are there. The band will have the some tensions. T1 and okay T2 are there. So those are follows with the distance of T1 will follows okay from the fulcrum. Okay, band. The band will also follows the distance from the fulcrum. So that is the B. And T2 point of view, the distance is C. The distance is C. Okay, from the fulcrum. So those are the distances are also covered to the our particular forces. So now going to see the our derivation part. When we are having that, just you will taking the momentum about O. So about the momentum. So here we may also write that what are the forces are in the direction of rotation is same. Those all are writing one side and other forces are writing as the another side. Or you may also write it as the okay total forces at the one side when you will observe the particular direction of rotations, okay, known. So all of you observe that. So FA plus T1B minus T2C equals to 0. They may write that FA, so that is the F is going towards clockwise direction, and okay, T1 is also the same, and T2 is going to be reverse. So one is a tension, okay, T1 is the tension, one is okay going to the towards downside, and another one is going to towards upside. So that tension is there. So that is the FA minus T1B plus T2C equals to, okay, FA plus T1B minus T2C equals to 0. From that, when we are having equals to 0, then okay, FA is okay, putting on to the one side, and other two terms are writing as the another side. So that is the FA equals to T2C minus T1B. FA equals to T2C minus T1B. Now here all of you observe that thus T2C, they may said that T2C greater than T1B. T2C value greater than the T1B tension point of view. So when from that C by B greater than or equals to T1 by T2. T1 by T2. C by B greater than T1 by T2. Similarly, write it as C greater than B for the system to work of the particular to work. So why they are mentioned here? Why? Because when you are taking to the distance of B value and C value, so the C value is going to be higher compared with the B value. So then the system will work. Okay, so that they may also said here. So all of you observe that if C by B equals to T1 by T2, then the external applied force, okay, external applied force equals to 0, F equals to 0. Why? Because they may write the if C by B equals to T1 by T2, when the FA equals to, okay, when the force value is going to be 0, which is condition for self-locking. That means if you are not applying the force, then the brake will, okay, sometimes, okay, the brake will also apply. That means the self-locking system. Just will also put it the some, okay, condition is there. When the force is 0, okay, C by B equals to T1 by T2. So then external force F equals to 0, which condition is okay, seems to be self-locking condition. Okay, so this is belongs to the when the drum, okay, rotating clockwise direction. And similarly to write the, okay, when the drum is rotating anti-clockwise direction, when the drum is rotating anti-clockwise, then they may also write here the okay, momentum about the O. So then here FA, just all of you observe that smallest difference is there, clockwise to anti-clockwise. T1 and T2 tensions are interchanging here, T1 to T2, okay, and the radius of the drum small r is there, and okay, that the direction of rotation is anti-clockwise. T1, T2 are interchanging here. Now they may also write the equilibrium condition. FA plus T2B minus T1C equals to 0. FA, okay. And similarly to write here, FA equals to T1C minus T2B. So again they may also said here that is the T1C greater than T2B. For T1 by T2 greater than B by C. Okay, B by C. So here again we may also get the condition for self-locking. So when we are writing as the T1 by T2 equals to B by C, when the force is going to be 0. Okay, applied external force value is the 0. So then that condition will also seems to be self-locking system. So that is the, okay, value is there here. So this is will indicating with the our, okay, differential band break point of view. Okay, this is also similar to that of our band break. Okay, band break point. In earlier one already have seen band brake, simple band brake, and this one is the differential band brake. That is the smallest amendment is there. Just the lever will have the some extension with the curved shape. Okay, so that is there. Now we are going to see the our band and block brake. Just you will observe that. It is also similar to this type of differential band brake. But the thing is here, when you will observe our diagram, so the drum, okay, the drum is there, and the band is also okay. All of you observe that the band is also enclosed with the our total structure. Okay, enclosed with the total structure. But the thing is, you may also arranging the some wooden blocks between the our brake drum to the band. Okay, brake drum to the band. That means we'll use the some wooden blocks. Okay, when we are wound off the particular band, so then we may also have the some wooden blocks are there. Just we will observe the wooden blocks. Okay, so the brake drum will have the some wooden blocks. Now the force is also there, F, okay, and the distance will be the same. A is there from the fulcrum, and tension point of view here, tensions are Tn and T naught. Okay, when we are having the number of wooden blocks, then they may also consider as the okay tension values are okay. Tn is also taken to be here, right side. Uh, and T naught is there at the starting, okay, that side. And B is the distance from fulcrum distances are same, B and C to the T naught. So those are there. Now going to observe the here this one. So all of you observe here. So what are the notations are okay represented in our derivation part? All of you observe that Tn is the tension in the band on tight side, and T naught is the tension in the band of slack side, and 2 theta angle subtended with each block. Okay, angle subtended to the each block, and small n is the number of wooden blocks. Small n will indicate the number of wooden blocks, and coefficient of friction between the block and the drum. Mu is the coefficient of friction between the block and drum. Now they may also consider the okay some following forces. So what are the forces are acting on our particular system? So just all of you observe that tension in the band on the slack side tension is the okay slack side tension is there, that value, okay, that is represented with T naught, and tension in the band between the first and second block, okay, that tension value is the T1. And normal reaction of the drum, small rn, okay, capital Rn is there, and frictional force F is also there. So those are the forces, okay, acting on the our particular system. Now we are going to write the okay our forces, the resolving of the forces radially. Okay, resolving the forces radial direction. So that direction point of view they may write here. So what are the radial forces are there? Actually we are not okay, all are not representing here. So simply to write here, so that is the T naught T1 plus T naught sin theta equals to Rn. T1 plus T naught sin theta equals to Rn. Just all of you observe that. Actually they are not representing here Rn reaction forces, and mu Rn is also not representing here. So that will be okay between the our wooden blocks. This is the okay, this side will started with that. Okay, wooden block, just you will observe that. Okay, this is the one, and this is the okay two. So similarly we may also take it as the this way, this orientation, 1 to 2 blocks, 1 to 2, what are the forces are there they may also represent. Okay, they may also give the some numbering. So that way they may also give you the some numbering. So when they may write the radial forces, so that is the resolving the radial forces, that is the T1 plus T naught sine theta equals to Rn. And tangentially, when they write the tangential forces point of view, T1 minus T naught, T1 minus T naught cos theta equals to mu Rn. So that is there. And now those are taken as the equation number 1 and equation number 2. Those two are okay. Just all of you observe that those two are equating here. So then the remaining, when we are equating the 1 and 2, then the values are mu into tan theta equals to T1 minus T2 T naught by T1 plus T naught. That taken as the our equation number 3 when we are equating the both the equation point of or 1 by 2, whatever it may be. The remaining term is mu tan theta equals to T1 minus T naught by T1 plus T naught. Okay, so when we find the our mu tan theta value, so that is the T1 minus T naught by T1 minus T naught by T1 plus T naught. So then simply they write the another value. They may also calculate the value. So that is the 1 plus mu tan theta by 1 minus mu tan theta. 1 plus mu tan theta by 1 minus mu tan theta. So when they calculate the value 1 plus mu tan theta by 1 minus mu tan theta, so just they will substitute the mu tan theta value in this equation. So then 1 plus T1 minus T naught by T1 plus T naught, and denominator is also will be the same 1 minus T1 minus T naught by T1 plus T naught. When we equate, okay, when we solve the particular equation, then simply to come that 2T1 by 2T naught, and it is also equals to T1 by T naught. So that means 1 plus mu tan theta by 1 minus mu tan theta value will also come T1 by T naught. Okay, so that is also the, we may also get the value. So why here all of you observe that T1 by T naught value will comes 1 plus mu tan theta by 1 minus mu tan theta. So similarly to take that ratio of the tensions T2 by T1 is also again written as T1 by T naught, what is the value to attain here? So similarly to get the T2 by T1, that is the 1 plus mu tan theta by 1 minus mu tan theta. So here, how many blocks are there? Number of blocks are there. So that's why they may also consider here Tn by T naught equals to T1 by T naught into T2 by T1 into T3 by T2. Similarly to write it as up to Tn by Tn minus 1. That is also equals to 1 plus mu tan theta by 1 minus mu tan theta power n. Okay, so that is the our ratio between the tension ratios. Okay, ratio of the tensions. That is the our block and band brake. And now going to see the internal expanding shoe brake. Generally we are watching in our particular brake in our automobiles. So just all of you observe that internal expanding shoe brake. It is consisting of the two shoes. Okay, so those are also one end is one end is okay having the fulcrum, and another end is having with the contact with the cam. So that is there, and left and right is portions are also there, left side and right side. Left side portion is also taken as the primary issue, and right side portion is also taken to be trailing issue or secondary issue. Okay, and forces point of view, all of you observe that how many forces are acting on the system. Just all of you observe the diagram. Okay, Rn and del F. Okay, just all of you observe that normal reaction force Rn is there, and del F is there, and P1 P2 forces applied to the forces applied to the shoes, and uh, length of the shoe. Okay, and O1 O2 is the fulcrums, and del theta. When we make the particular derivation part, we may also take the only small portion, okay, one element, just they may also consider as the element portion. So that's why they may also takes to be AB. They may also taken as the AB element is there. So that is covering with the angular displacement of del theta. And angles point of view, O1 to up to our end, our shoe, our entire shoe angular displacement value theta 2, and our up to our A, O1 to up to our A, that is the theta 1, okay. And they may also generate the one triangle, that is the OO1C triangle is there, OO1C. So those are the forces acting on particular internal shoe expanding shoe brake. Okay, this is generally used in our automobiles. So here, what are the notations are represented in our derivation? Number of forces are there. Okay, those notations, all of you observe that P1 is the intensity of, okay, maximum intensity of pressure, and Pn is also there, but they may not represent here. Pn is there, normal pressure is there. Small r is the radius of the drum. B is the width of the brake lining. Width of the B, small b is the width of the brake lining. And braking torque, okay, braking torque. And P1 P2, sorry, again P1 P2 is there, so that P1 P2 will indicate the forces exerted on the cam of the shoes. And capital Rn is the normal force, and capital F is the frictional force, and mu is the coefficient of friction. And m suffix n and m suffix f, those are the movement of normal forces and movement of frictional forces. Those are also here. So now going to see the our here the derivation part. So that is the, when we consider the small element AB, okay, for making the total derivation, total okay shoe, that point of view they may also consider as the only small element, that is the AB is there. AB of brake lining, that's subtended to the angle del theta is also considered here at the center of the drum. And now join O1 to theta. Okay, so now join to the O1 to theta. So that is there, and the pressure distribution of the shoe is assumed to be, okay, uniform, nearly, okay, uniform here. So then the shoe wears out more at the free end. Okay, this is also there, and the rate of wear of the shoe lining varies directly as the perpendicular to the distance from O1 to B, that is O1C. So just you will observe the diagram O1B and O1C. Okay, so this is the O1 is there, O1B is there, and O1C is also there. So the C is not representing, okay, exactly not seems here. So that one is also there. C, O1C. C point is there. Okay, so that is the C is there. O1C triangle. They may also generate the triangle of O1C. Okay. So now all of you observe that from figure O1C equals to O1O sin theta. O1O sin theta from the triangle of O1C. OO1C, from the triangle of OO1C. Okay, so the triangle of OO1C. So O1C equals to OO1 sin theta or O1O sin theta. So how they write here? So just all of you observe that when we take the triangle, okay, when we take the right angle triangle, just you will observe that
Jyotish, Jyotish.
okay, O1C is there. So from triangle of O1C, so they may also write there, they may also write here. So that is the OO1 sin theta. Why? Because just all of you observe the, sorry, the angle is right place, the angle is not giving right place. This is the angle. Okay, at the O, they may also have the angle. So O1C point of view, when we are taking to be, okay, that is the our, okay, opposite side value. So then simply to get the value, that is the our O1C, okay, equals to OO1 sin theta. So that is the value there. So now all of you observe. So what are now going to write the, okay, next one, that is the normal pressure at B pressure. So normal pressure at B value, so that is the Pn proportional to sin theta. Simply to write here, that is the Pn equals to P1 sin theta. Pn equals to P1 sin theta at the B place. So just you will observe the diagram. When we write the word, then simply to observe the diagram where we are having the B position. So then we also write the normal pressure Pn equals to P1 sin theta. So then simply to write here area of the element, area of the element. So area of the element point of view, that is the value there, that is the B into small b. Okay, width of the lining, small b into small r into del theta. That is the r is the radius of the drum and del theta covering with the only our area, this one element. So that is the BR del theta, BR del theta. So that is the area of the element is there. And normal force acting on the element. Now they must be normal force acting on the element. Delta Rn. So delta Rn equals to, that may also write here. So normal force acting on the element. Okay. So that is point to del Rn equals to P, because Rn is replacing with the load. Okay, del Rn is replacing with the, generally they may also taken as the load. So load means again P equals to, okay, load by area. So simply to write here, load equals to pressure into, okay, pressure into area. So that pressure Pn is there, normal pressure is there. So del Rn equals to Pn into Br del theta. So again Pn means it is also equivalent to P1 sin theta. So just substitute the value in our equation. Okay. So now P1 sin theta Br del theta, that is the normal force acting on the element. Okay. Now they may also going to write the frictional force on the element. Frictional force del F equals to, what is the formula is there? Mu into del Rn.
So mu into del Rn already above, okay, earlier already we have written. So already written in earlier. So that value will be substituted here. So that is the mu P1 sin theta Br del theta. Now going to write the breaking torque. Breaking torque on the element, only element point. So what is the formula is there? Torque point of view, force into distance, frictional force into distance. So that distance is the del F into R. Again substituted the earlier value. So that is the mu P1 sin theta Br square del theta. That is the breaking torque on the element. That is the breaking torque on the element. So for getting the total breaking torque on the shoe, so simply to do the integration of the our particular earlier value. So that is the integration with the theta 1 to theta 2. Why? Because those are the limitations are there. Theta 1 angle and theta 2 angle are there. So those are the limitations. Just when we integrate the above term, so that is the mu P1 Br square sin theta del theta. Okay, integral of sin theta d theta. So then simply to write there mu P1 Br square cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. All of you up to that. Limitations are having the theta 2 and theta 1. But I may also write the theta 1 minus theta 2. Why? Because sin theta d theta, integral of sin theta d theta means cos theta minus cos theta. So when we are integrate, okay, when we are applying the limits, then minus cos theta 2 plus cos theta 1. So that value will come. Simply to modify that, directly to write here cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Okay, that is the breaking torque on the shoe. Total breaking torque on the shoe. So now going to okay, write the moment of normal forces. Normal forces. So here all of you observe that moment of normal force del Rn of the element about O1. So del mu n equals del mn value. So del mn value is also written here. That is the del Rn into O1c. Del Rn into Rn into O1c. So when they write here del Rn into O1c, so del Rn value already known. So that is the P1 sin theta Br del theta, and O1c is the O1 sin theta. Those two are substituted here. When we substituting here, so O1 O into P1 into sin square theta Br del theta. That is the moment of normal force. Moment of normal force. Normal force. Okay, on the element. So now they may also calculate the total moment of normal force out over. For getting the total moment of normal force about the O1, so just simply to integrate the earlier equation. So when we integrate that equation, O1 is the constant and P1 is the constant and Br is also the same. So and the integrating term is the sin square theta into d theta, integral of sin square theta d theta. When we integrate that, formula is there. Sin square theta is also okay. Just simply to write it as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. One formula is there. Sin square theta is also written as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Or cos 2 theta equals to, okay, 1 minus 2 sin square theta. One formula is there. Okay, that formula substituting here. That formula substituting here. So when we substituted the value, so then integrating the term. So 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 into d theta. So here 1 by 2 d theta means that integration term is theta. Okay, 1 by 2 d theta means theta. And cos 2 theta by 2 means sin 2 theta by 2. Sin 2 theta by 2. So then applying the limits. So then the values are theta 2 minus theta 1. This one, first one value point of view. First one value point of view, theta point of when we are substituting the theta value, our limits, theta 2 minus theta 1 is there. And just taking out the 1 by 2. Okay, from the sin 2 theta by 2. So then the limits are applying here, sin 2 theta 1 minus sin 2 theta 2. Why? Because in the outside minus is there. when we are going inside, okay, taking to be inside, then the limits are changing here. So actually you may also write here minus 1 by 2 into, okay, sine 2 theta 2 minus of minus, but here, okay, just the negative will to the in our, okay, inside. When we are writing as the, okay, when we will send the to the inside, then here we may also write the positive, and these two are changing. So that is the sine 2 theta 1 is sine 2 theta 1 minus sine 2 theta 2. So that is the normal force about over. Now going to write the moment of frictional force. Frictional force about over. Moment of frictional force point of view. So that is the del mf equals to del mf. Okay, before one moment of forces, normal force, and this one frictional force. When we write that del mf equals to del f into, what is the value? The del f into bc, del f into bc. BC is also written as P minus OC. BC is also written as OB minus OC. So OB means small r, OC means O1 cos theta, OC value. So then those that value will be substituting here. So then the term will also come del f. Del f value is the mu p1 br sin theta del theta, and bc means r minus O1 cos theta. Okay, mu p1 br sin theta r into r minus O1 cos theta del theta. So then it may also written as mu p1 br sin theta minus O1 sin 2 theta 2. Why? Because sin theta cos theta 1 by, okay, sin 2 theta by 2 r, it may also seems to be 2 sin theta cos theta. 2 sin theta cos theta means sin 2 theta. Formula is there. So that's why they may also write here sin 2 theta by 2. O1 to 2. This is the frictional moment of frictional force about O1. Now going to take the total moment of frictional force. So for getting total moment of frictional force, simply to take it as, okay, integration of the above term equation indicates the above equation. So then when we are integrating the above equation, the terms are there. Mf equals to mu p1 br, and the integrating term r sin O1 sin 2 theta by 2 into d. So integration of sin theta means minus theta, and sin 2 theta by 2 is cos 2 theta by 2. That means here O1 into cos 2 theta by 2 already there in earlier one. So now again comes the 2. So 2 into 2. So that is the integration. So now the applying the limits. When we are applying the limits, then we will also come mu p1 br into r into cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2 plus O1 by 4 into cos 2 theta minus cos 2 theta 1. So that is the total moment of frictional force. Total moment of frictional force. Here for leading shoe, taking the moments about O1 for leading shoe. Leading shoe or primary shoe, he is also calling as leading shoe or primary shoe. Primary shoe's point of view, P1L equals to P1L moments about O1. Okay, so moments point of view. So P1L equals to Mn minus Mf. Just take as the equation number 3. Normal force minus frictional force. And similarly to write it as the secondary shoe, taking the moments about O2. P2 equals Mn plus Mf. Mn plus Mf. So those are the our movements about the O1 and O2. So here one condition is there, that is the MF greater than MN. MF greater than MN. The brake will be self-locking for the leading shoe. Self-locking will also apply when the frictional moment of frictional force is greater than the moment of normal force. So when we follow the particular condition, then the condition of self-locking is there. To the by the leading shoe. Leading shoe means secondary shoe. By the secondary shoe. That is the derivation is there, belongs to the our shoe. Now the session is going to be end. So please unmute your mics, dear students, and raise your queries. Number 76. Please respond.
Sir,
Roll number 76.
sir.
Just take the attendance.
Yes, sir. I took the attendance. Sir.
Okay. Raise your queries, please, regarding these topics.